The suicide rate among our children, it's the highest it's ever been. It's the third leading cause of death among children and teens. Our kids are struggling with autism, ADD, ADHD. They are hurting. Some get weaker and some get more aggressive. We know what's leading our children to such extreme acts of aggression. It's pain, it's loneliness, it's feeling isolated. As a board member of CAC, for years we've been setting up ability awareness programs at our schools to teach tolerance, understanding, and acceptance. Those are the #1 indicators of bullying prevention, and over years we see the kids that did have a chance to go through such programs are the ones that step up and step in to prevent bullying at our schools. We also set up stations that demonstrate and give the children the hands-on experience in how the dyslexic, blind, deaf, autistic, and others with different abilities experience the world.
So what we're going to do in this room is we're going to kind of go through an activity that will give you kind of an idea of what it's like for someone who may have a speech impediment. So if you had the marshmallow in your mouth, what kind of things did you feel when you were trying to talk and it was so difficult?
Today what we're going to do is we are going to see what it may be like to be living with autism or a learning disability.
One of the things we have done is to bring speakers with different disabilities who talk to children about their challenges and how they learn to overcome them and become successful adults.
And I can walk faster. Because I have total control.
As essential as these programs have been, they are not time or cost effective for every school. Also, for a real significant change to happen, we need to be reaching all children in all schools consistently and worldwide.
As a filmmaker, I've produced hundreds of hours of finished content, from cable shows to commercials to documentaries. I've also personally written, directed, and produced films for children's charities. A quality film engineered for a young audience and distributed for free will be the most valuable way of educating our next generation in a fun and effective way. So now, we announce the Ability Awareness Docudrama.
This educational film will not only teach how to stop bullying, but will also teach our children how to build a more united, interconnected society for their future.
Bullying has evolved and in many cases become even more brutal because of technology and new forms of socialization. 90% of children who are bullied are between 4th and 8th grade. That is the age range we're targeting with this film.
Since more than 60% of the children being bullied are children with special needs, with this film we also aim to show educators and parents how to increase our children's awareness towards peers with different abilities so we can all lead our next generations towards a greater social interconnection along a humanistic path.
Our featured psychologist, Kelly McKinnon, is one of the most active and influential professionals in setting up programs for children living with autism, ADHD, developmental delays, and other social language concerns.
I'm Director of Behavior Intervention Services for the Center for Autism and Neurodevelopmental Disorders. I've been working with children and adults with disabilities for over 20 years. Bullying has been recognized as a major social problem with consequences for victims, perpetrators, and bystanders alike. There is evidence that both victims and bullies are at increased risk of health complaints such as headaches and stomach aches, as well as mental health issues including depression and anxiety.
An entire school community must recognize the responsibility to create a climate in which bullying, teasing, and isolation is not acceptable. We need targeted education and we need it to start early.
The responsibility lies in the hands of families, professionals, and teachers to teach our children to help, support, and be compassionate of those being bullied and provide compassion for those bullying, as they are often being bullied somewhere in their life too.
We teach each group, the bullies, the bullied, and the bystanders separately and give them the tools they need to choose wisely in the heat of the moment. Throughout the movie, we also follow the story of a bully who will at the end become good friends with the boy he always bullied. The story is an example of how each one of us has something to offer and we all need each other.
The approach that this movie is taking is from the child's perspective, in the child's point of view. In order to get buy-in from children, they need to feel heard and understood and have the topic relate to something they've actually experienced.
As you can see, this is an important project to be given away free to to schools all over the world. Now we need your help. Our budget for this project is only $150,000, which will enable us to finish the film, translate it into several languages, and advertise its availability to schools worldwide.
I'm excited about this project. It is a passion of mine to get the word out, to teach people, to have them understand the importance of compassion, kindness, tolerance, and accepting and bringing in everyone into our world and community.
If your contribution can stop even one more senseless suicide, it's priceless.